Hi, collective. Welcome to Intuitive Goddess Tarot 911. I'm Jenny. So, I recorded a tarot video yesterday for Virgo. I didn't feel like the message was right. It was after I did Taurus, and I was like a little bit flustered after doing Taurus because it was so heavy. So I'm gonna do Virgo again today, and we're gonna see what we get. I hope you all are doing fabulous. Happy Saturday and happy birthday to all the Virgos out there. I really appreciate you all, and I hope whoever needs to get this message, it gets to. And also, if it's not resonating with you, then it's probably not your message. So, but if it does, let me know in the comments, because I'm really excited about this today. So, all right. So, holy angels, holy spirits, what does the collective need to know for Virgo? Zombie control. Well, obviously we're gonna have to get more on this, but it looks like either someone wants to control you or you're having a loss of control, but definitely we'll figure it out. All right, what else? The witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. Now this is getting interesting. Winter, the sacrifice of pausing. Okay, so maybe some of you need to take a time out, a break. Werewolf, exploring wildness. I like that a lot. We're gonna get one more because just because, and I know I always say that, like, oh, we're only gonna do one, but then we'll get like 5 more. So, all right, hold on. We're gonna get another one. Night Song came out again. Interesting. Okay, hidden talents. So we have control, the earthly weaver of the worlds, the sacredness of pausing, exploring your wildness, and hidden talents. Okay. All right. So let's do a little tarot, and we'll see what is happening here. Oh, things are wanting to fly out. All right. What? Oh, okay. What does the collective need to know about zombie? All right. So clarity of truth. All right. What else about that, Holy Spirit? So I'm getting that you've been through a lot. Hardships, loss. And I think it's you that needs to relinquish control at this point. But let's keep going. Because the answers always come out. They do. The cards don't lie. The witch. Okay, so the earthly weaver of the worlds, the sun. So I feel like whoever you are, whoever I'm speaking to, you are the freaking sun, right? We don't have to tell you that. But I feel like you've gone through like a metamorphosis. So this winter might be a time for you to, and I'm getting off track here. Sorry, I get excited. So the winter might be a time for you to have like a pause, possibly to isolate yourselves. I mean, we do that as Virgos anyway, right? We're always like hiding in our holes, and you know, we don't want to go outside. It's just something that normally happens, but I feel like you are undergoing a metamorphosis. And the werewolf really makes me think that. Look at that. So, all right. So whoever you are undergoing a metamorphosis, and it is beautiful. 3 of Pentacles. So you could have a team, like a squad, and they could be helping you go through this metamorphosis, because I know I'd be lost without my girlfriends, for real. I mean, you could be in a relationship and, you know, everything's cool and stuff, but, you know, you got to have your gal pals, I feel like. And I always say this, there's no gender in tarot, but for me, got to have my girlfriends. So they're the best. So let's get some more information on winter. Head in the clouds, Page of Cups. Okay. So maybe this winter, because I feel like this is kind of a reading for like the next few months. Not that I'm not going to do more readings, but winter. So look at this card. So it looks kind of like, you know, when everything's frozen and we're kind of in a dormant state. It gives you a chance to kind of look at things and reflect. I'm going to move this out of the way again because, ooh. I'm always touching this thing and it's always doing weird stuff. Okay, that sounded weird. So anyway, all right. So possibly get your head out of the clouds, get yourself into a spot where you're really thinking about, you know, what this metamorphosis means to you. King of Wands. So whatever it is, I feel like you're going to be bold and daring. It's going to require that, and possibly some leadership qualities, which I know you have. So, all right, werewolf. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, to me, this means the ending of toxic cycles. And maybe you were on a fated path before, but because of this change that you're going through, you've changed the course of your life. You've changed where you're going. And so you're not going to be stuck in these cycles anymore. So you are going to be moving forward and hopefully not turning into a werewolf, but we'll see. All right, what else do we need to know about exploring your wildness and not doing these cycles anymore? King of Cups. So I feel like you have a male in your life who could possibly be helping you with this. Someone devoted to you. Someone that could be the yin to your yang, your balance. Someone that helps kind of even you out when you're, you know, going off the rails. So that's important. All right, what about hidden talents in Night Song? 2 of Pentacles. So you're balancing your resources. You're looking at your financial future. And basically, you know, you've had to adapt through a lot. You've had to hold on through these changes. So I feel like 2 of Pentacles is good. It means you're building something. So let's see what else. So, I mean, 10 of Swords, this can be an exhausting process. And, you know, you could feel like giving up at times. What else about that, Spirit? but you'll be successful. Six of Wands. Okay, so let's grab a couple more cards, and then we're going to get an outcome card. I mean, I feel like this is pretty straightforward today, which is so much better than yesterday. I feel like when I tried to do the Virgo reading, I was just absolutely batshit crazy. So nothing was lining up. I wasn't feeling like, you know, everything was making sense. Everything was just all over the place. So today is much better. All right. So we're going to grab a card for Zombie and just see if we can get like an outcome. The Black Moon, prepare. Okay. So we already know you're doing that, right? You're preparing for this process, this metamorphosis. And who knows if you've begun it yet or if it's going to be beginning in the winter. But obviously, you know, it's going to require you to have some major, major changes just from the wildness aspect. Endure. Yes, you have. You've endured so much. Communication. So I think this is just saying that it's important to be clear in what you want, what your goals are, so that there's no, you know, there's no hurt feelings, there's no confusion. Everything is, you know, as it should be. Appreciate. I always say this. Wake up every day appreciative for what you have, because I don't know about you guys, and I'm getting off track a little bit here, but it breaks my heart when I see like veterans living on the streets. You know, they've defended our country. They've, you know, gone above and beyond, and you know, we need to appreciate that more. Do what we can for them. And just appreciate our lives as they are in general, because, you know, we have all this because people were willing to stand up for us and not know who we were and defend us and our country. So thank you for your service, whoever you are. All right, last one. Vitality. Yeah, I feel like if you've been in like a little bit of a slump, with, you know, just summer makes me feel yucky. So I feel like if, you know, it's fall, we're Virgos, it's Virgo season, it's going to be Virgo season for a while. So I feel like, you know, maybe get out there, let your hair down, show your wildness to everyone. You got to see this card. It's beautiful. This whole deck is beautiful. All right. Last card for outcome, or for advice, sorry. We'll get a card for advice, and then we're going to close this because I think this is really, really positive. And, you know, Virgos, you're in for a good season, so that's beautiful. All right. Here we go. Piece of advice. Fulfillment. You don't need anyone's approval to pursue or fulfill your purpose. Embrace your unique journey and trust that it's leading you where you need to go. I totally agree with that. I think this is lovely. Well, I hope this helped whoever it's getting to, and I hope you guys are amazing, and I hope you are enjoying the videos. I'll be back to doing them all the time again, just because it's, you know, the time of year. And if you want a personal reading, hit me up. You can send it to Jenny Trufant at Gmail. So it's TRUFANT. And I will respond to you and set up an appointment for you. We can do it telephonically. You can do it here. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not fussy about it. But if you want a personal reading, let me know. Or if you want a party, let me know too, because those are always fun. And, you know, you never know what's going to come out of that. So have an amazing day. And I think I'm actually going to do another reading, but I haven't decided on the sign yet. So I'll let you know. But take good care of yourselves, take good care of each other. I love you.